Alright, this video is for computer applications, and this is Unit 1, Microsoft Word, and this particular video is for the liability waiver. So let's walk through here how we're going to get this assignment going. So, first thing, whenever you click on the instructions, if it doesn't just download like it shows it go down here to your bottom left, and it goes here to Microsoft OneDrive, then that means that either myself or Miss Brandt shared it with you through OneDrive. But then if you want this as a copy where it's easier to manipulate, if you want it opened in Microsoft Word rather than here online, let's just hit the download. And now it downloaded. Then I can double click. Let me show you where to find it. Instead of just double clicking, you can actually find it the bottom of your screen. Go to your, I'm going to move the window down so you guys can see what I'm looking at here. Go to this folder and go to your downloads folder. There's one up here for the quick access. There's another one down here underneath this PC. I like to get in the habit of using this PC. And there it is, Sk8 Park. I must have downloaded it before. But anyway, here's the instructions. And now I'm opening it from my PC using Word from my desktop version of Microsoft Word. Let's see, it'll convert. Okay, convert whatever you need to. Now I'm going to bring the window back up so you can see my screen up here. Alright, so here we are, set of instructions. Open a new document in Word. Well, since we're in Word, we'll just go to File, File, New, and open a blank document. Now I have two Word documents open. I can drag one to the right hand side of the screen. When my cursor touches it, splits the screen, and then it says, what else would you like on the other side? Well, there's the other Word document. If I hold down my Control key on the keyboard and then I use my scroll ball and zoom out, I can zoom in or out. Now if you don't have a mouse, an external mouse that you plug into your USB port, I highly recommend you get one. They're very cheap. For 10 bucks or under 15 bucks you can get a nice mouse anywhere. Target, Walmart, just go get a mouse. It's going to make you much more productive in all of your classes if you're using the school laptop and you don't have a mouse. If you're just using the touchpad, it's much less efficient. You're more efficient with a mouse. Anyway, if you don't have a mouse and you want it to zoom in the screen, it's right down here. You can plus, minus. You see with the mouse, you just hit your Control key, zoom in and out. It's much more efficient. Alright. And this one I'll have to zoom out a little bit. I'm scrolling out. But now I have a split screen. And it says, save the document in your OneDrive. Note, you must be logged into Office 365 with your district email in order to save. So watch, if I do a file, save as, oh, mine already is connected because I'm already logged in. See, it says OneDrive and then it says Colorado Springs with my name. If it just says OneDrive but it doesn't have your name and have Colorado Springs, then you know that you're not connected to your OneDrive. So, if not, then you need to go open up a new window. Let me drag it down here. So yeah, I'm just going to, I'll drag it back up. Just going to a browser window. And then you need to go to Office 365 and log in. So I have a link here for Coronado's homepage, Office 365. And once it'll let you log in with your District 11 email. Once you're logged in, then you're good to go. I just want to show you this little waffle in case you haven't played around with this. Here's where you can see all of your programs. Here's your email, there's your OneDrive folder, and so forth. But now that I'm logged in the background, now when I go to my Word file, if it didn't show before, you might have to restart, create a new file, then go to File, Save As, then this should pop up, the OneDrive connected to your District 11. If for some reason that's not working, you can just browse, save it on your desktop for right now, and then you can always transfer it over later, upload it to your OneDrive later. So if you did that, if you saved it to your desktop and you called it Sk8 Park Waiver, and so if I saved it on my desktop, now I minimize, so now I'm sitting in my OneDrive. Oop, not that one, sorry. So now if I'm in my OneDrive, I can simply find the folder that I want it to be in. Let's say I wanted it to be in my fall folder. And in my case, it's period 7 computer apps. And I go upload files, and then I browse to my desktop wherever I just put that file. In this case, there it is, Sk8 Park Waiver. And so I could just click on that, and it would upload it here after it's all finished from my desktop. I'm not going to do that because I'm going to save mine directly. Anyway, well, I didn't work on it yet. So those are the ways to save. Now, here we go. One more thing I want to point out before I set you free. I just want to point out that at the bottom, Ms. Brandt even said, you got to make sure you read through everything. She says it right here. A picture of the finished waiver is included at the end of the instructions. This is really important because I'm going to maximize this one so you guys can see it better. It's really important because what's your finished product going to look like? It's always good to look at it first to see what the finished product looks like. And then see, it says sample. This is what your finished product is going to look like, just to have an idea of what you're building. And there it is. You're going to be importing a logo, inserting a picture, centering that, centering text on the screen, making sure it's single spaced, making sure you got this single spaced, it's bolded, notice it's bolded, so it's formatted differently. Then block style format, what does that mean? No indents, that we don't do that in business writing. We do not indent the first line of each paragraph. We leave it up against the left margin. How does the user know that it's a new paragraph? Well, they see a space. In business writing, it's a space between paragraphs, and each paragraph is single spaced. And then you're going to be attaching, inserting a table and making the table. So Miss Brandt did a really good job. She goes through every single instruction. Look at this, step by step. So I'm not going to do this in the video. This video is just to get you going, get you started. But you're going to follow every single step. And open the desktop version of Microsoft Word. So if you find that you're working in the online version right now, make sure you open up by going down here to your help menu, type in Word, and open that guy up, because that's your desktop version. It's a much more sophisticated version. Now, if some of you are using your home computer, or it's a non-school computer or an Apple or something like that, and you don't have Word loaded on the machine, you really need to do that. You need to download. And how do you do that? You need to go back to your, so I got to pull up this right here. So I'm back to my Waffle. I go to my, I'm just back at the home page at the Waffle. Let's see, Office 365. When I log in, right over here, install Office, and it'll let you install it. And that way you'll have it on your hard drive. All right. One more thing I want to show, and that's before I get out of here, is when you're looking at the Schoology page and you have to insert this picture of a skateboard, notice it's also shared. Ms. Brandt shared this one just like this one through her OneDrive, which means it doesn't automatically download to your computer. So now that you're looking at it on her OneDrive, her shared OneDrive, you have to click the download just like we did for the other one. And then either you can click down here or you can browse to your folder, go to downloads, and there it is. That's the picture. So now I know that it's sitting there in my downloads. When I'm ready to insert it, it's that simple. I'm just going to browse to my let's see here, pictures. Sorry, I can't read that. There we go. And then download. And there it is, Sk8 Park. Okay, and then you resize just like she says in the instruction. All right, happy computing.